What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2024 Denny Hamlin Richmond Race to Win Diecast in the studio. Let's hop to the Diecast review. Here we go, folks, outside of the good old Diecast box, and Denny Hamlin fans, and, well, NASCAR fans rejoice. Another Richmond Hamlin Race to Win Diecast gets produced, and it's so weird how, like, Hamlin's won a ton of NASCAR races. I mean, just look at his stats. He's got like 40 or 50 Cup wins, or maybe even more than that. It's insane. There's only been like maybe 5, maybe 6 race to win 164s made for Hamlin, and almost all of them came in the 2020s decade. The guy's been racing since 2006. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah, there was more than 6 made, because he had like, I think 2 made in 07, the 2016 in the 2019 Daytona 500s, but I digress. My point is, a driver that successful should have way more race to win 164s made. Fortunately, Lionel has been cranking out a bunch of the race to win diecast, and I'm so thankful for that. Awesome stuff. Love to see it. These race to win diecasts are one of my favorite ones to do. So you got Hamlin with the front windscreen there. Interesting enough, the Hamlin name banner is actually kind of lower. I don't know if that's accurate to the real car or not. I'm going to show another diecast here in the studio as for context. Let me grab a Kyle Larson diecast here. And it's the same way. You see how much lower it is? I don't know why. Is that supposed to be like that? I'm going to show a diecast that's not a raced version. And you let me know, is... like when they have the I guess you could say the tall window banner, do they move the name down to the middle of it? I have no idea, but this is the 2025 Busch Light Ross Chastain. Make sure to pick up that one. That's an awesome looking diecast. Circle B Diecast should still have it in stock. You could check it out. But that is a new detail I did not recognize on that Kyle Larson one until now. It's got Mavis tires and brakes on the hood of the car. I like how they removed the shadow on the hood louvers. You can really see the wording on the hood much better. Now, I don't know if this is considered a green or blue diecast, because it's like a turquoise. For me, it looks more green. That's just my honest take. The camera might have a completely different color to it, because if you've never recorded anything, lighting and colors, they show up completely different on different cameras. You got Camry right there at the front of the car. There's a ton, and I'm going to zoom in here. There is a ton of dirt and grime on the front end of this car. I mean, you can just see all those little like black dots on the front of the car. That is all rubber built up. And Richmond, I think they used a little bit of a softer tire, so naturally it's going to produce a lot more rubber built up. But just fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of Richmond, I'll be honest with you. If you've seen my videos, you know I harp on that track a lot, but they make some pretty cool race win diecasts. We've got Sunoco, both sides. You can even see that carbon fiber texture. It's very subtle, but if you look close enough, you can see a carbon fiber texture on that splitter. That is a super difficult decal to wrap, and it's even underneath it. That is quality. I'm just keeping it real. Like, say what you want to say about Lionel. They do some really amazing stuff, and hats off to them, man. Great job on this diecast. And you go over to the left side of the car, you can see a donut mark on the left lower rocker box. Is that what they call it? Side skirt? I don't know. It's interesting how some of the paint schemes have the painted side skirt or rocker box, and some of them don't. This one does have the quote-unquote painted, which is it's all decal wrap, but you get what I'm trying to say. And it has that soft gradient, and then you have like the exhaust markings. You got all this dirt and grime. I mean, the whole left side of this car has a ton of racewear graphics, and then you have the red and white confetti on the car, which is really nice. Now, this is the first of 2 Richmond races in 2024. The Austin Dillon race to win. I have no idea if it's going to be made in the Winter Circle line, but I'm anticipating it will. So if that's the case, you'll get both variants. In 2023, both Richmond wins got made. Kyle Larson, which was a NASCAR Winter Circle Authentics exclusive. And then you have the Chris Buescher Summer Richmond race win, which got made in the 164 scale. And then if you go back to 2022, they did make the Denny Hamlin Richmond Spring Raced version. You got the Mavis Tires and Brakes logo there. And they change the Mavis paint schemes every time he wins, I think. So that makes it like 3 or 4 different variants of this car in the 2.5 years it's existed. because I think it came on board like midway 2022. Goodyear Cup Series, Denny Hamlin, FedEx, get your 3 race win stickers, get your B post decal there. Almost said American Ethanol. That's Interstate Batteries, and then that's the American Ethanol logo. Got sport clips there. Go to the back end of the diecast. You can see more of that dirt and grime, and fortunately the bottom portion of the car has the white gradient, so any rubber built up, any markings on the racetrack is going to pop up very nicely. Back of the car, got Mavis.com, Toyota. Got a whole bunch of smaller contingencies, and I think FedEx actually left Denny Hamlin after the 2024 season, if I saw it correctly, which is probably why he's had so many different sponsors on his number 11 car the last few years. They saw that coming, so they're like, hey, we got to get a new primary for Denny Hamlin. So that's going to be interesting in 2025. What is going to be his primary car? I have no idea. I seen they got King's Hawaiian to sponsor the number 11 car, which was on Brad Keselowski, but now they have Kroger as their sponsor. They left Brad Keselowski and RFK, and they went over to Joe Gibbs Racing. We're the right side of the diecast here, and I'm not sure what the heck that is there. I don't know if that's from like the celebration or something. Maybe they spilled something on the car. But I mean, just look at all the dirt and grime on the side of the car. Fantastic artwork. I mean, each one of those little dirt and grime spots has to be put on the car through a digital editor. It's amazing the amount of work it takes to do these race win diecasts. Fantastic job. If you haven't picked up this car, guys, make sure to get your copy today. Highly recommend it. This is the diecast chassis variant of this car. You can pick it up at Circle B. It has the diecast chassis plate. Some people really like these. If you're not a fan of them, they have the plastic chassis edition. So, hey, whichever version you prefer, they'll have it over there at Circle B if it's still in stock. Go to the top of the car. And this is a very nice touch where the roof camera is. You can see the 3 logos. So if you're watching the race, via a broadcast, the onboard camera, you would actually see that. I love when they put that on the Race to Win diecast because it's on the real car. Put it on the Race to Win. Go to the back window. You can see the what do they call these? The rear window streaks, the little cutouts where it allows the airflow to go through the cockpit of the car. It does kind of mess with the rear name on the rear window, but it's there. It's supposed to be like that. That's how the real cars are. And then you go over here to the deck lid of the diecast. You have Mavis Tires and Brakes, Mac Tools, something else, and Sherwin-Williams. And the confetti is it's also black confetti as well. So it's a 3-color palette confetti. The the summer Richmond race, I think, is red, yellow, and white. I could be mistaken on that. So hopefully the Austin Dillon diecast does get made. If so, it should have the red Goodyear tires, which I'll actually show what those would look like if it does get produced, because Joey Logano's North Wilkesboro All-Star win did get made with that. You can see it right here in the studio. This is the first ever red Goodyear tires that have ever been produced for the 1/64 scale, as they switch to the option tire or the soft tire, whatever you want to coin it as. It is something that has never been done in the 1/64 scale, and they look fantastic. So hopefully the Austin Dillon diecast is a Winner Circle exclusive, and that will get produced. That would be very cool to do a diecast review on. But that is all for now, guys. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to comment down below, and yeah, I think this is one of 3 or 4 wins for Hamlin in 2024. I can see the Dover and Bristol wins being in the NASCAR Winner Circle line. I think the Bristol win, I think, got made in the Gold Series. I could be mistaken on that. And I think it's the Busch Clash win that is a Winner Circle exclusive. I don't know. I'll have to check up on that. Regardless, thank you all for watching the video. Have a blessed one, everybody. Diecast Buffet, signing off.